Welcome back to Bernetta's Faves, and I'm excited because of one thing. Can y'all guess? I got a ponytail. And if you are a member of the Sister Lot community, you know when you first get that ponytail, girl, ain't nothing, you can't tell us nothing, okay? We got that ponytail. We're going to start wearing it all the time, okay? But one day it's going to be this full. But yeah, I'm excited. Today on Bernetta's Faves, I am doing the cookbook edition. So you know on Bernetta's Faves, I like to give you at least 3 things that I'm loving at the moment. No more than 3 because I want to give you a good review, and I also don't want the videos to be too long but informative. So today I'm talking about 3 cookbooks that are on my shelf, or not my shelf, but on my kitchen counter, and that I'm always going through picking different recipes from, okay? So today's cookbook, well, the first cookbook is called Plant You, and it is by Carly Budrug, Budrug. And of course, all the cookbooks will be listed below in the description. Now, this is a plant-based cookbook with 140 easy recipes, plant-based and oil-free. Now, am I a vegan? No. Am I a vegetarian? No, but I don't eat meat at every meal, and I don't eat meat every day. So my goal is to try to eat fruits and veggies more and meat less. And so I have a lot of books that have some good recipes. Now, don't get me wrong. I'll say I'll never necessarily be vegan or vegetarian. That's because, you know, once in a blue moon, I'm going to want some good fried shrimp or a good chicken wing, okay? So that's just like people that may say, you know, I don't drink all the time, but once in a while I like a glass of wine. So that's what I don't eat meat all the time, but once in a while I like a good chicken wing. So, but in the meantime, like I say, the goal is always to eat more plants and veggies. So I actually found this book at Walmart looking for something else, and this happened to be in the aisle, and I picked it up and fell in love with it immediately. So one thing I like about Plant You is that on every page, well, that's the index, it has a recipe. It has a picture for every single item, okay? Every single item it has a recipe for. So you don't, a picture for. So you don't have to worry about what's it gonna look like, or I wonder how's the end supposed to look. She shows you how delicious it already looks. And that makes you want to cook it even more. In addition to her showing you what it looks like, she has many pictures of each of the ingredients that you're going to need, of course, with the title of what they are up here, for every piece of food. I love it. Another thing is she has everything covered. And what is everything? She starts out with, she has breakfast covered, breakfast recipes. She has smoothies, breakfast cookies, soup bowls, okay, salads. It says Sammy and salads. So sandwich wraps and salads. She has the main event, which is the encore. She makes sauces, salad dressing, cheese sauces, vegan cheese sauces, salsas. And then she has the simple sides. And then, of course, for those people that love those sweet treats, the plant-filled desserts, okay? And then the hot bevies, like a Winter Eve hot cocoa, a green matcha tea latte. Now, y'all know from my last video, I love me a matcha tea. So she has everything covered, like 140 recipes. I use this book often when I want to make something and don't know what to cook for the day. I'll sit there and I'll grab this book and I'll just flip through. And what I usually just look at the picture, I'm like, oh, that looks good. Okay, what's the ingredients? Okay, let's see if I have it at home already. And if I don't, what I don't have at home, then I'm gonna go to the grocery store. And of course, this is, you know, she maps out on the next page how to make it. But I love this book. Just recently, my son was looking through this book. He looked through the whole page while I was in the kitchen, and he picked out, he wanted me to make a smoothie, and he wanted the blueberry fields. And it included frozen blueberries, frozen banana, almond milk, coconut yogurt, and ground flaxseed. Now, I actually had everything but the almond milk and the coconut yogurt. And so then he wrote down the ingredients for me. And I went to the store and got the rest of the ingredients, and I ended up making him this. He loved it. My daughter tasted it. She was like, can you please make me one? So then my oldest 18-year-old wanted some. So Plant You don't have to be vegan. You don't have to be vegetarian. But if you want to try to eat more fruits and veggies as your meal and flavorful, then this is a great book for recipes to try on hand, okay? And look on the back. Look at these pancakes. Yep, she even has some pancakes in there, y'all. The next book is called The Blue Zone's American Kitchen, 100 Recipes to Live to 100. Now, if you have Netflix, last year, there was a movie that came out called How to Live to 100. And it was narrated and like a documentary by this author, Dan Buettner. In that, it was like a four-part series. It was a 4-part series on blue zones in the world, and how in these blue zones across the world, how the people that live in these zones live to 100 or longer. And so what he did was research how they eat and how they live. And it is an amazing documentary. And then when I found out that he took that knowledge and put into a cookbook to share recipes from those areas of the world, I was like, I have to get it. I have to get it. So this is called The Blue Zone's American Kitchen. One thing I love about this book is 5 chapters that cover different cultures and how they eat to live longer. Really quick, chapter 1 is Indigenous, Native, and Early American. Chapter 2 is African American. Chapter 3 is Latin American. Chapter 4, Asian American. And then chapter 5, Regional and Contemporary American. So I love how he dives into all these different cultures and tells you what they do to live longer. And in the book, it is a story. He tells a story and features people and their lifestyles and what they do. The pictures are rich and inviting. And then let's get to the food. So with the food, look at this. This is a tamale. This is a lion's mane and nettle tamale with plum sauce, okay? I ain't never made no plum sauce, but I can now. But it details what you need and, of course, how to make it, total cook time. Each image is inviting and definitely makes you want to dig in. So when they get to the African American, right here it says Good Geechee, Low Country, Senegalese, Ethiopian, and Soul Food Cuisines. Chef Sergine Mbabwe infuses traditional dishes from his home country of Senegal with New Orleans-inspired flavors. Again, it's the storytelling that gets you involved in why are they eating the way they eat? Where does that come from? What does the food do? How and why are they growing certain vegetables? What do these vegetables do? What do they mean to their culture? And again, pictures outside of our own African American culture. I love that it has the other cultures in this book, so you can basically try to eat dishes from all around the world. For example, Kyle Yum, and I might not be saying that right, but this is rainbow rice salad. Never heard of it, never tried it, but the food in it looks familiar. Carrots, cucumber, onion, some kind of bean. Look like bean sprouts, look like some wild rice, and I'm not sure what this is, but if I want to make it, then all I have to do is read the directions, go get it, and then make it, and then taste the different flavor. So that's why I love this book, because again, it's 100 recipes to live to 100, healthy ways and different ways to cook our vegetables from all around the world. So you're going to get a bevy of different flavors from different cultures and backgrounds, and then you get the story behind it. To me, it just connects you to your food in a totally different way. So again, I'll link this below, but also if you have Netflix, check out the 4-part series on Netflix, because it's going to change the way you eat. It's going to change the way your mindset is about food, and how you, not even just how you eat, but how you move through the world. Okay, this is the last book of the day. This is called Deliciously Vegan, 90 Plant-Based Recipes for Every Occasion. Again, this other book was not vegan, but the first book was vegan. This book is vegan, And it is by the Chick Natural. Now, if you get a little closer, it's a little dirty because this is the book that I've had the longest. And this was like my first vegan book. The reason I bought it is because I followed the Chick Natural on YouTube and have followed her for years. And she's been vegan for years and finally created a cookbook. She's often shared her recipes on YouTube, like, what do I eat in a day or what do I eat in a weekend? And she shows you how she makes them, and she finally put them in a book. So, of course, I had to get them. Now, in this book, like I say, it's 90 recipes, and in her book, she too covers breakfast and brunch, appetizers and snacks, soup and stews, sandwich wraps, side dishes, and the main dish. I have used a few of her recipes. Like if you look in here, like all the stuff is tagged that I really love. These country style breakfast potatoes, oh, we eat them for dinner, okay? Because they're that good. My kids love these things. Another one of my favorites that I had never had before I had her book is this cream of zucchini soup. One thing I love about her recipes is that they are quick, they are easy, and they do not take long to make. The ingredients are not a lot, and you can make them quick, and they're tasty. Another one of my favorites is this roasted Brussels sprouts with agave mustard glaze, honey. I love how she tells you how to make it, and then she teaches you how to make this mustard glaze that you just pour on top of it. Now, I'm going to be honest, my kids do not like that mustard glaze, okay? They are like, no, Mom. First of all, they halfway like Brussels sprouts, and then try to add a mustard glaze. They're like, no. But me and my husband, we're adding the glaze all day because it is delicious. Ooh, this General Tasso's cauliflower. Now, this is a little intricate, as you can see, all these recipes and the steps. But once you get finished, you are going to be mwah, 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 okay? And also, if you don't want to use regular rice here, you can just use cauliflower rice. But this cauliflower on here, you can't tell us on no orange chicken. This is delicious. Delicious. Okay. So in this book, she doesn't have pictures for every single recipe like the other books, but she does have pictures for a lot of it. And her pictures, they do look delicious. Like this, even on the cover, it looks like a burger, but it's a crab cake vegan burger, and that's in here as well. So I do really like this book. I do really recommend it. The recipes are easy, quick to make, and everything that I have made is delicious, and I have made it multiple times. And there's still things in here that I haven't even dug into yet. So that's why I said I love these cookbooks, because when I don't know what to cook, or when I'm thinking, what can I cook today? It's easy to dive into these books and just pick a recipe. I just really got to make sure I got the veggies to pull it off, or some of the things if I want to make a sauce with it. So these are the books that I share with you today. Plant You, Blue Zone's American Kitchen, and Deliciously Vegan. Again, I will put the links below for each one of these. If you're looking for a good cookbook with great plant-based recipes, these are great. Again, this is not plant-based, but a lot of the countries that are in the blue zones, they don't eat a lot of meat. They do eat some meat, but they don't eat a lot of meat either. But again, you'll find something delicious in each one of these books. I guarantee it. And like I said, these 3 books are staples on my kitchen counter, and I look in them weekly for cooking ideas. So if you've never heard of these books, and if you get one and you like a recipe in it, please let me know what you cooked, because I might not have cooked it yet, and I love to know how yours turned out. So thank you for tuning in to Bernetta's Faves, healthy vegan, or not even vegan, but just healthy cookbook recipe edition. And remember, your words create your world. So speak life, speak the life that you want. Keep God first. God bless.